So, you're asking the question, can I afford to retire? Maybe you've run a few numbers. Maybe your pension provider sent you a letter with far too many digits and far too few answers. But here's the truth. This question, while totally valid, is often the wrong starting point. I'm Dan Haylett, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 deeper, more human questions you should be asking instead. Because yes, the numbers matter, but retirement isn't just about being able to afford it. It's about being able to live it fully, meaningfully, and on your terms. So here's question 1. What do you actually want retirement to look like? Let's start with the big one. Not can you afford to retire, but what actually are you retiring into? I've seen people with millions in investments and zero idea what they want to do with their time, and others with much less who are living joyfully, purposefully, and fully. The difference? Clarity. Not about how much they have, but about how they want to live. So ask yourself, what do my days look like? What excites me now that work isn't in the way? And what gives me energy and what drains it? This isn't just about budgeting for travel or hobbies, it's about designing a life you actually want to wake up to. Because no spreadsheet in the world can tell you if you're emotionally and psychologically ready. Question 2 is, how much life are you planning to live? This one gets overlooked all the time. We talk about life expectancy, but I want to talk about life potential. We don't know how long we'll live, but what we can do is ask, how much of that time do I want to be active? What kind of lifestyle do I want in my 60s, 70s, and even 80s? What's the shape of my retirement, not just the length? Because the first 10 to 15 years of retirement, that's your go-go phase. Travel, adventures, new routines. And after that comes some slow-go years, still fulfilling, but at a gentle pace. And then finally, the no-go years, where care, health, and support become more central. If your retirement plan treats all 30 years the same, it's probably wrong. Your financial plan needs to support a life that changes, and your definition of a good retirement should evolve with you. Question 3 is, what's your relationship with money and how does it show up in retirement? You might think you're planning with logic, but when it comes to money, most of us are secretly running on emotion and habits we picked up decades ago. Are you a saver who struggles to spend even when it's safe to? Do you see money as a measure of success or a source of stress? Are you quietly terrified of outliving your pot even though your plan says you're fine? These beliefs don't vanish just because you turn 60. In fact, they often get louder in retirement when the paychecks stop and the portfolio takes center stage. Retirement requires a different skill set. You're not just managing money, you're translating it into a meaningful life. That means learning to spend with intention, to enjoy what you've built, and to stop hoarding for someday and start living for today with purpose. So, back to the original question. Can you afford to retire? Honestly, the only way to answer that is by looking beyond the numbers. Because if you don't know what kind of life you want, if you're guessing at how your lifestyle will change, and if you haven't examined your mindset around money, then no calculator, no forecast, no safe withdrawal rate will give you the confidence you're looking for. Retirement is more than a financial milestone. It's a human shift, an emotional evolution, and a fresh chapter. So yes, run the numbers, check your pensions, speak to your advisor, but more importantly, start asking better questions, the kind that help you design a life that feels rich in every sense. If this helped you rethink retirement, subscribe to this channel. There's much more where that come from. Thanks for watching. And remember, retirement isn't just about whether you can afford it, it's about whether you're ready to live it.